I never anticipated this. I could never have anticipated this.
What's dude?
$5 from J Thunder. I remember the day Yankee donated you $500. Yeah, and you broke down and explained why your whole family. Yep. I didn't want to repeat myself today. I felt like a broken record, but if you want me to, I could tell you again. So I was I was raised. It's difficult for me to talk about. I was raised in on the west coast of America, and a lot of you know that already. But I was born in England.
North window on B is the.
I was born in England to my mother and my father, who were married at the time. So I actually wasn't a bastard, amazingly. But my father was an alcoholic, and typical alcoholic. No surprise there. He was also 30 years older than my mom. A whole lifetime older, almost. Generation older, and he was abusive. He was abusive towards my mom, mentally and physically, and my sister. And when I was born, we left him. I never really had to deal with that. I never had to cope with that. I was the lucky one.
Yeah, B door and window.
I was the lucky one. I didn't have to cope with that. My sister went through it for 2-3 years.
Nice, good job, Pulse.
My sister went through it for 2-3 years, and when she had me, when my mom had me, she decided that was enough, so she moved away. She moved over back to the States because she was an American citizen living in the United Kingdom. And she raised me and my sister on her own for about 17 years by herself. No job. She did her own nonsense. She had a jewelry store for 5 years, and one day I remember, I don't even remember it because it was so far back in my life, because I was like 8 years old, but my mom, somebody broke into her car and stole her jewelry, and we had to sell the car. So we lived on the street. We lived on the street for a couple years, and we just lived like that. We just lived like that for a while, moving around in Oregon, and eventually my mom met some douchebag, some fucking prick, and this was the irony is this fucking prick was the guy who introduced me to PC gaming. This fucking guy was an asshole. Oh my god, he was an asshole. He was verbally abusive towards me, my sister, and my mom, and he made our lives hell. But he introduced me to PC gaming. He showed me what PC gaming was. It's funny now. It's funny now if you think back on it. He gave me my first PC, and I started learning how to play video games. I started with Diablo 2. I played Diablo, and I played a bunch of games, and I escaped from the reality that was my life by playing video games. And that's what I did for years. And eventually my mom left this guy. She left this guy, and she left Oregon, and we moved to California. We moved to California, where my mom was. We moved back in with my grandma and my grandpa. Not back in. We moved in with my grandma and my grandpa for the first time to take care of them as they died. But it was good. It was good because it was stable. We weren't living on the streets. So there's that. My mom had her business going. She was working Japanese textiles, which actually turned out now is really good for her. She's got a great, thriving company going, and it's working great. It's good. But we moved in with my grandma and my grandpa, and my grandma was dying of breast cancer. And you know, I love my grandma. I love my grandma. I hung out with her all the time. You know, she was went over to her place every summer, and she had problems. You know, she was bipolar, but she loved me, and I loved her. And when she passed, I couldn't. I couldn't. The day before they had me come into her room, and they had me stand in front of her bed, and I couldn't say anything. I couldn't fucking say anything.
Down to one friendly.
I couldn't fucking say anything.
15 seconds remaining. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds.
I couldn't fucking say anything. I just froze up. I miss my grandma. I couldn't fucking say anything. She died the next day, and my grandfather died the following year. You know what?
His name is John C.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, guys. I don't need this. I feel... My grandfather died the following year. And, you know, we could have we could have lived in the house. They had a nice house. We could have lived it. My grandparents, they knew how to handle themselves in life. We could have renovated their house and rented it out and made a fortune. My family could have been rich. But you know what? The whole family was, we couldn't handle it. We couldn't be in that house. No one could. No one could. We sold it as is for like nothing. The whole family got a little bit of the cut, and you know, it kept us going for a couple years. Not just me, not just my mom, but my aunts, my aunt Annan. You know, she got yeah. I miss Gigi. She was crazy. My grandma was crazy. She was fucking crazy. But she knew a lot, you know? She imparted knowledge. And you know what? We all thought she was gonna shrug it off. We all thought, oh, cancer number 1, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. Because my grandfather, he'd been through 5. I gotta stop. I can't do this anymore. I'm closing down. I'm closing down this stream. I can't do this anymore. I gotta go think about stuff.
Dude.
I can't let you guys keep donating. This is wrong. It's you hanging out, yeah, $1. I am so sorry for your loss, mate. That day goes by. I regret not being able to say goodbye to my Gran. Your Gran knows how much she meant to you. She would be proud of you, mate. Thank you. It's you hanging out, yeah. Exile Network, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Sidekicks. Laxus, $100. Just to top things off for all of his other donations.
Dude.
She knew what he loved her. It's not your fault. Thank you. 20,000 bits from Dazir Melly. That's $200. Holy fucking shit. I can't handle this right now. I need to step away. Now you made me cry too. I'm sorry, Dazir Melly. 270 from Felix the Cock. I'm sorry that's not it's not $100 or $1,000, but this is what I got. I love you, man. Felix the Cock, thank you so much for your 270. I'm leaving now before you fuckers donate in any more money. I'm gonna go contemplate things on my own. I'll be back when you guys are level-headed, okay? But I'm not gonna let you guys donate anymore. I'm not gonna let you guys. I feel terrible. You know, it's wrong. I don't deserve this. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'm sorry that I could not give you better gameplay. I will catch you in the Pro Leagues cast, which I will be doing in soon. Thank you for the $1, Crilly83. Bye.